What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over social media at GBP Daily, and if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that. It is Monday, December 30th. Unfortunately for us Packers fans, it is not a victory Monday. The Packers fall short to the Vikings, 27-25 in a score that was much closer towards the end than it actually was throughout the entirety of the game. Packers went down at one point 20-3, a theme that we saw the last time we played the Vikings and in our first meeting with the Lions. And as Coach LaFleur said during his presser after the game, you can't fall behind like that against good teams. We made somewhat of a comeback towards the end and had to leave it up to our defense to get one stop for us to get the ball back down to with a potential chance to go down and win the game with a field goal, but we couldn't get it done. CJ Ham was wide open for the initial first down. They got right off the bat, and then on third and short, Cam Akers was wide open for the first down to seal the game. Unfortunately, Packers are sitting at 11-5, and we've got an outside shot at getting the 6th seed for the playoffs. What needs to happen next week is we need to get a win, and the Commanders need to lose against the Cowboys for us to get the 6th seed. If the Commanders win, they will get the 6th seed whether we win or lose against the Bears. That'll give us the 7th seed and heading to Philadelphia in the first round of the playoffs. So without further ado, let's hop into the comment section here. Check out the vibe and what's happening. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. And as you know, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline. The Nicolet Law hotline is now live. Number is on the screen, 319-242-2332. I would love to hear from you. I know there's not a ton of positives to take away from the game last night, but I would love to hear from you regardless. You got a Packers question, you got a Packers comment, you just want to hang out with yours truly, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline. Would love to hear from you. The chat is firing up, of course. My man Laquan, good morning. Happy L Monday. Good morning, Laquan. Hayes is in the chat. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go, Hayes. Through the thick of it, right? Tough one last night. Erica's in the chat. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Erica. What else we got? Marcus. Wish I could say I am surprised by how we started the game, but I am not. Yeah, Marcus, it was a rough go at it, wasn't it? The Josh Jacobs fumble on the first drive of the game after we started to move the ball a little bit down the field was tough. A guy who hasn't fumbled in, almost 3 months now, coughs it up, and instead of going down to get any sort of score, we turn it over. So that first wave of intensity that we talked about all week was not overcome. We had the perfect opportunity to go down and get really any sort of score to sort of calm down the crowd, calm down the environment. But the fumble actually just fed right into it. So it went exactly the opposite that we wanted it to go. So tough go at it right from the get-go. And as we have seen many times before, it just kind of snowballed. So, yeah, that's a rough one. Brett, why does everyone think our season is over? Brett, I don't know, man. We're in the playoffs, right? I know after last night, and I, myself included, I get kind of in the heat of the moment. But yeah, we're still in the playoffs, right? Going to have a tough slate in the wild card round if we do end up being the 7th seed heading out to Philadelphia. Not that I don't think we can beat them. We definitely could. But anytime we go up against somebody with a better record, we cannot get it done. So hopefully that changes here once we get into the playoffs, because yeah, if we are the 7th seed, we will definitely be playing teams with better records throughout the entirety of the playoffs. So Brett, our season is not over. I'm glad you're with me on that one. lot of negative Nellies, right? And I get it. I myself included was a little negative last night. Frustrated more so than anything. Just how the game went about. 64 passing yards heading into the fourth quarter. The fumble on the opening drive. The wide open completions on the final drive for the Vikings. A tough one for sure, but it is not over. In fact, it is just about to begin here in 2 weeks. Everybody's 0-0. And yeah, the playoffs are a different monster. So hopefully, we'll turn the page a little bit, take care of the Bears next week, and then hit the playoffs running. So, Josh, don't think the season is over, but we can't keep doing what we did last night with these playoff teams. And if we do, we are first round exits. Absolutely. A tough go at it for sure against teams that are better than us. Got to wake up at some point, right? Hopefully we can do that. Excuse me here. Sorry about that. All right, what else we got going on here? Trent. Jordan Love probably had his worst game as a starter. Well, Trent, that is a perfectly reasonable thing to say after last night's game. He had 64 yards passing going into the fourth quarter, as I was just talking about. Against any good team and a great team in Minnesota, that is clearly not enough, not good enough. Matt LaFleur didn't have his best game. Our wide receivers couldn't get open, and when they did, had a couple rough drops early on in the game. Overall, the offense did not play nearly as good as they should have to give us a chance to win last night. And yeah, the Vikings, who are doing nothing but losing this year, took care of the game, took care of us. Sam Darnold had his way. Pretty much got whatever he wanted last night. And yeah, tough one. Absolutely. Let's get to the fact of the day, shall we? The fact of the day, I will give you a heads up, is not the best one, but it is appropriate. I'll say that much.
It's time for your Green Bay Packers Fact of the Day. Brought to you by TickPick. TickPick guarantees to have the lowest prices on Packers tickets. If you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, TickPick will give you 110% of your money back. If you want $20 off your next ticket order, use code Packers20 at checkout. That's Packers20. This promo code can only be used in the app, so make sure to download the TickPick app today.
All right, your fact of the day. The Packers have an 11-0 record against teams with a worse record than themselves, but an 0-5 record against teams with better records. 4 of those coming against the Vikings and Lions, that 5th loss coming to the Eagles. All teams that if we want to make any sort of run in the playoffs, we'll be facing. We're looking like the 7 seed right now. We'll be heading to Philly right away. If that is the case, and if we win that one, we'll be heading to the 1 seed in the Vikings or the Lions. So definitely got to turn that around. Not something you'd like to see heading into the playoffs, where just about every team will have a better record, but hopefully we'll get over the hump. Starting in the wild card round, we do still have a shot at the 6th seed with a win and a Commanders loss, but right now we're most likely going to end up in the 7th seed. So the Commanders are playing the Cowboys, and the Cowboys obviously don't have Dak Prescott. They've got Cooper Rush back there. Looked pretty bad against the Eagles yesterday. They got stomped. And yeah, so it looks like we'll be the 7th seed, barring a Cowboys upset. Thank you to TickPick for partnering up with myself. I used TickPick for the Packers-Cardinals game back in October. I used TickPick for the Dolphins-Packers game on Thanksgiving night, and might be using TickPick again if we decide to head up to the Packers-Bears game this weekend. They put their money where their mouth is. They guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market, and if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, they will give you 110% of your money back. Download the TickPick app. Use the code Packers20 for $20 off your ticket order. What else we got going on in the chat? Haley, what is our biggest weakness right now? Haley, I would say pass rush for sure, in my opinion. I know we had some injuries in the secondary and we didn't play well on the back end last night either. But if we could have had any sort of pressure from our guys on the D-line, that probably would have helped out on the back end throughout the game. Was talking about it earlier. Sam Darnold was as comfortable as could be all day. He got whatever he wanted. And frankly, torched us. His stat line, if you're a Packers defender, is absolutely embarrassing. He was 33 for 43 passing, 377 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He did throw the 1 pick to Carrington Valentine, but overall, a near perfect day for Sam Darnold. So tough go at it. But I don't know about you guys. I'll be turning the page a little quicker than normal this week. And hopefully this next week will be a little different against the Bears. It should be. And then closing the regular season chapter and then opening up the playoff chapter, which hopefully will be a longer one for sure. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it for me today as far as the show goes. But as you know, the content never stops. I'm always posting anything and everything Packers related all day long. So please follow me on every social platform at GBP Daily. And if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you then. And until then, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.